All right,
Tammy Lemon.
don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What? Take the fascia away! Dutch hater!
Hello, and welcome to a new commentary from my channel, You Guys Have to Realize. No, we're not headed towards the Amberverse today. We are still in the Gorlverse, but I think we're going to be taking a little trip to the Citrus Nebula. Today we're going to be taking a look at Tammy Lemon, the new up-and-comer in the Gorlverse, who just seems to have everyone's attention. I just saw her the other day on Apathetic Facts' channel, and I can't help but say I kind of liked her. She seemed alright. So, I watched a couple of her videos, took a few notes myself, and I've got a commentary ready. You know, there are many of us in the Gorlverse. Some of us drive luxury vehicles, some of us ride on comets. Me, I drive a Volvo station wagon. So if you're ready, grab yourself a snack and strap in, because we are headed towards the Gorlverse. Shit, I gotta write a new song. Lately, the Amberverse has just become pretty terrible. I mean, reacting to each video is it's starting to really affect, I think, everyone's mental health. Even just watching them, it's just, ugh.
Light it up, and we smoke. Keep me high up off the ground.
I'm gonna kill myself!
Yeah, I decided that we're going to move on to something a little better, and I think that better thing is Tammy. Having watched a few of her videos now, I think that there are a few key points that I would like to highlight here. The first of which is that I can empathize with Tammy. You know, I'm not overweight, but whenever she describes things like sitting in the chair and having the arms jut into her legs, and she physically shows it on camera, I feel for her. That looks painful. And those are the only chairs. I've seen that shit, where you go to the barber, and those are the waiting chairs, and that must be annoying.
Something on your mind? Just want to let you know you're sitting in my chair.
She's very transparent, and I think that's one of the key things about her that is really going to be a positive influence between her and her audience. It's kind of like there isn't really much of a way to make fun of her because she kind of just already presents that information herself, and I think she's aware of that. She's got her whole lim fam, that's what she's called. I love it. Lemon family. She's like, ever since I was a little lemon, and I love it. She's Dutch, by the way, and has a very thick Dutch accent.
I love gold!
Another point I'd like to highlight is just the fact that she's funny. I mean, it doesn't really take a lot you just watch her for a little bit, and she'll make a joke here or there, but she doesn't, like, laugh at herself too much. You know, it's subtle. But one of the things that I was so impressed with is the slight editing. This girl's been on YouTube maybe a year, only has, you know, a little less than 20,000 subscribers, and the editing's not bad, really. You know, it took me, you know, a couple years to learn how to do the stuff I do.
I'm a dumbass.
She's not bad, I gotta admit. It is such a nice thing to just hear someone crack a joke, and it's an actual good joke. Like, God. You just don't come across it these days. Everyone's too afraid to tell jokes now. But I think that the most important thing about Tammy that I've seen so far is the fact that she is 100% realistic with both herself and her audience. Whenever things go wrong, she has no hesitation to, you know, say, it's my fault, I'll try harder, that's the thing. Now, that's not always the best case scenario. Sometimes it's best to admit that it's no one's fault. Sometimes. But I love the realism here. It's just, you have to start with yourself. And that's apparent in any situation. It doesn't have to do with weight loss. Any change that you want to make for yourself, like, it starts with you. It really is such a nice thing to see. I think that there are so many people these days that are just really fake about their well-being, their personality. Like, I myself deal with depression. So does Lily. Like, we're not going to sit here and be like, oh, feel bad for us. But, like, it's just a thing. Like, you have to sort of admit to yourself what's going on before you can understand how to deal with it, you know? That is just really encouraging to see. And I'd like to continue that encouragement. Keep it up. Keep it up, Lim Fam. Tammy says that she often isolates herself from people. And I guess I can understand this because I'm kind of a loner, you know? Obviously, it took a while to get good at this YouTube crap, and most of that was just being by myself on the computer. You know, I can relate to that pretty good. The thing about her, whenever she describes these things, is whenever she's sad, it feels sad. It doesn't feel fake, it feels sad. And that's where I think that the empathy really comes through here. She doesn't try to garner any extra pity, trying to make people feel bad for her. It's just, I think that she is living her life in the best way that she knows how. And that's all you can really ask from people, you know? She's fair with herself, for the most part. And I think that that's great. As I kept watching, I saw some clips of her saying that she plays Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm just like, oh, cool, I like this girl even more.
Nerds! Nerds! Nerds!
Come on, Lewis, let's go.
Nerds! 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 Nerds!
There was a clip of her singing, and I thought it wasn't bad. I was like, well, okay then, keep it up. I saw some musical instruments. I'm just kind of like, okay, cool.
I feel pretty and witty and gay.
Wow!
But I think that the most important thing, and why I wanted to make a video about this, was because she made a introduction, right? She made an introduction on her channel that I just watched, and it talks about how she doesn't want to focus on just losing weight, but she wants to focus on her relationship with food. Now, in my opinion, this is exactly what you should do. I mean, obviously you shouldn't just totally throw out the idea of losing weight, but that's the concept of treating a symptom versus treating the problem, you know? It's like, until you figure out what your relationship with food is and how you consume it and how it's emotionally connected to you, then it's going to be very difficult to lose weight. It's like trying to smack gophers whenever there's like millions of gophers, you know? But I guess I just wanted to make a video about this because I thought it was great. Watching just a couple of her videos, and it's a totally different feeling. You actually feel good leaving her videos.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man.
I'd like to send some positivity and encouragement your way, Tammy. I think that your videos are good. Keep it up. I want to hear some music. I want to see some more stuff. And I'd like to finish with this question. If you guys play Dungeons & Dragons all the time, who is the Dungeon Master? Who's the one who's doing the story? Is it you, Tammy? Because that would be awesome.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
All right, we have been teleported out of the Gorlverse today. It was a nice time. It was an actual good ride. There was no turbulence. Wasn't that fun? We should do this again. If you look to your right, there will be a stewardess to help you out of the Volvo station wagon, and you'll be back at home safe and sound in no time. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this episode of You Guys Have to Realize, and remind everyone these videos are put out for entertainment purposes only. Please do not send any hateful or disparaging remarks to myself or anyone mentioned in the videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Why don't we go? You don't have to be alone.